back to my channel. The clip that you've seen at the beginning of this episode are some scenes that were taken in Montreal when we went there 2.5 weeks ago. It was a good break from work. It was, I guess, a weekend photographic adventure, maybe would be the best way to call it. So my boyfriend and I packed our bags and some clothes and then stayed in Montreal just for a couple of days and took a lot of pictures. So it was really fun, and for me it was really good because I haven't taken pictures in a while because of my very busy schedule. So it's good. So for anyone, like if you think you're in a photography slump, which I actually was in since probably during the summer, just shortly before I went to Japan. And so I thought like maybe it would be best if I could just get out just to take a breather and as well as do something that I really love, which is taking pictures. So it was really good. But for the most part of my trip, I stayed in Toronto, and during my stay I actually met a couple of people that are involved in photography. The first one would be Mike and Mark from Disposable Camera Project. Disposable Camera Project, I think it started, or I think I picked up the project, or I heard about the project rather, sometime at the beginning of this year when they became a part of Toronto Urban Photography Festival. Basically what the project does is they scatter kits, disposable camera kits across Toronto. I can't talk now. And they let the people on the streets be a part of street photography, which is really interesting. And it was a very brief meeting because we all have we're all running around the city and running errands and stuff like that, but it was really great to meet them and get to know more about the project. And as well, I went back to A Nerd's World to see Grace after a year. The first time I visited the store was sometime last year during the summer, and at that time there weren't a lot of cameras in the store, which by the way, A Nerd's World is a graphic design, web and photography services firm, which is located at Bathurst. So I get to see Grace again, and I was really surprised when I saw the number of cameras in that store. I mean, I've been following them on Twitter and Instagram, but seeing all the cameras up close, from floor to ceiling, is really mind-blowing. So, and as always, it's a great pleasure to talk to Grace, especially that I don't have a lot of photography female friends, I guess, if you want to put it that way, because I always hang out with the boys when we talk about photography and stuff. So it's nice to see a lady after my own heart. And so yeah, and I mean, I know the discussion will probably go on and on, but it was a Saturday and the shop was open. I think it was a bit slow that day because it was really raining hard when we went by the store. But I'm actually hoping that one day I'll be able to spend more time with Grace and just geek out about photography in general. It should be really exciting. So that's basically a short compressed chronicle of the photography stuff I did in Toronto and Montreal for the past 2.5 weeks. And before I actually end this episode, during the summer I was given a battery to run one of my cameras that I haven't really used before. My boyfriend actually got 2 units of Kyocera Samurai X 3.0, which is an autofocus half frame camera. And I've seen it before on the internet with like the chrome body, but I haven't seen one in person. And he found two. The other one is actually not working and should be spent on repairs, but the other one is actually just missing a fresh battery. And when I went to Japan, I mentioned this camera to the owner, and he told me that, you know, like and he has a battery, so I was able to get a battery. And it took me a while to like, like tell myself, you should really try that camera now, because it's just sitting there, and to see if you need to like, get anything else to make it run or whatever. And then last weekend, I was able to put in the battery, and it seems to be working now. And I'll probably discuss the camera at a later date once I start using it. But the one thing that interests me is that this camera looks like a handheld video camera. I don't know if you can see it. And I don't have this strap, but it has a strap right here. Like this strap thing. And then at first I had a hard time finding the battery slot. You would think it's actually here at the bottom, but when you actually slide that lever open, it's actually for the film. And it's now gonna make a firing sound. And this thing right here is the one that you need to unscrew in order for you to put the battery on. And I think it uses the CR25 battery, the one that battery that looks like two AA's attached together. So that's the one that you need. So I'm actually really excited to use this. I might be using it over the weekend because I'm going out with my friends. I'm thinking of just using a camera, or maybe I should rephrase it as it would be a good time to try a new camera because I'm just going out with my friends for lunch. So it would be nice, and I'll obviously update you guys of what's gonna happen with this one. And I think I am due with a lot of camera impressions / reviews. I know I have lots of them, but because again with my schedule I've been sticking to like a couple of cameras, like my X10, which is the one that I'm using right now to shoot this video, and my LCY, which is right now working as my main 35mm camera. I did find this past few months that I've been using a lot of my Instax cameras, like the mini one and the wide one, but that was because I've been attending like my volunteer work, and we usually have events, so I usually just use the Instax just to, like get the fun going. So yeah, so anyway, I'll be ending this video because it's probably gonna be really long, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye. When he gets high, devil will make it hard to understand.